What's up, guys? Game Nut here, and welcome back to some more Madden 19 Ultimate Team. Man, it's been a minute since I've said that, but you know what? We're back in action, and I'm ready to continue with our measly little 89 overall team here. Now, I know it's been a while since I've made a video, guys, and trust me, I know our team is severely lacking in better players and such, but this team is almost done. As you guys can see, you might not remember from the last episode since it's been so long, but we are about to go into the playoffs, and once we're done with the playoffs, that's when we're going to go ahead and actually start making our new team and bringing in tons of good players. So for this episode, this stuff, is a little bit old, so some of these players might not be like super good bringing them to my team and whatnot. They were like a month or so ago, but trust me, guys, once we're done with this team, we're going to be much better off with all the new players that we bring into our squad. But anyways, as you guys can already see what's happening on the screen right now, our original receiver on our team, as most of you guys know, was Team Diamond Odell Beckham. He was an 89 overall. What I decided to do was go ahead and get his power up, put that Team Diamond into the power up, which made him now a 90 overall, and I went one step further with it. I decided to go ahead and use 6,000 training to go ahead and get that Primetime Performer version of Odell Beckham and make him a now 93 overall wide receiver. This is going to be our new number one. You guys can see the stats, man. 91 speed, the route running for short, medium, deep, 92, 91, 91, and of course you guys know that spectacular catch sitting at a 95 for Odell. So there you guys have it. You can see Odell being our new number one wide receiver. Now, we need to have a couple more adjustments with our receivers. So one guy in particular is Antonio Brown. This guy has been on our team literally since day one, and it is time to get rid of him. Well, we only bumped him down in the depth chart for now. I mean, he was our number 3 receiver. He was all the way down to the slot. He is now sitting as our number 4 wide receiver. And our new slot guy is going to be this man, one of the best receivers in the NFL, 91 Michael Thomas. This guy from the Saints, man, he catches everything. And, his name, his handle, for a reason, it makes sense. You can't guard Mike. So hopefully he's going to make a good impact on our team. So that is going to do it for the offense. Now it is time to go over into our defense and make some more changes. Now, one spot, as you guys can see, again, we have our left outside linebacker missing. Now, most of you guys know that this player was Kevin Green. We had the legend. He was our outside linebacker. But a couple weeks ago, once I finished my Series 3 objective list, back when that was a thing, when we were still in Series 3, once you completed that objective list, you got yourself a full legend pack. And as you guys can see here, for some reason, I don't know why this game keeps giving me left outside linebackers. Why couldn't I get a legend at any other position? But, I'm cool with it. So I was like, you know what? At the time, this legend was brand new. We got Chuck Bednarik. I think I'm saying his last name right. I might not be, but we got his full legend card. I decided to put it into the power up since I have it. And you guys can see now his stats are looking, they're looking pretty nice. He now sits as a 96 overall at left outside linebacker. Look at that card, man. It looks cool. I mean, it looks like my grandfather sitting there on that card art. It's so old-timey, man. It's crazy. Anyways, two other positions on our team, we just kind of, improved them slightly. We already had Harrison Smith and Terrell Suggs on our team, but I went ahead and made those guys a little bit better by, going ahead and upping them in their, with their power up. So for Terrell Suggs, also used 6,000 training for him to get his Night Guardian card, which the card art absolutely sick. And you guys can see he's now a 94 overall with that 97 play recognition, 94 block shed, and 94 power move. And as well as our free safety Harrison Smith, you guys know he was a 90 overall, but I went out, got his Night Guardian card as well. Lots of Night Guardians joining our team this episode. And once we put that to his power up, he sits as a 92 overall, 93 with chemistries, and you can see his stats: 96 play recognition, 96 zone coverage, 83 man, not too great, but it's okay. He's mainly going to be in that zone, and that 96 is definitely going to be doing justice, no doubt about that. But last but not least, we just have a few more changes to make, and that is going to also be with our secondary, specifically our cornerbacks. So we need to make some changes here, man. We definitely need to get some better corners. Now, our original 1, 2, 3, as you guys know, was Jalen Ramsey, Casey Hayward, and Tre'Davious White. They now sit as our number 3, 4, and 5 cornerbacks. So now we have to go out there and get ourselves a new number 1 and 2. So for our number 2 cornerback, you guys can see we're just going to be trying out this Stephon Gilmore. Obviously, this is a free card. You got it from Solo Challenges doing your journey. And I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get all the remaining pieces. Let's get his power up, his core elite, his flashback card. I got all of those, put them into the power up set together. And now our Stephon Gilmore sits as a 93 overall corner, which, isn't too bad. I'm not going to lie. But you can see his stats. They're actually pretty good with chemistries. 96 man coverage and 93 zone. He also has 90 speed on top of it, which I know isn't crazy fast. But I think he'll do just fine sitting as our number 2 corner. But last but not least, we now have to get ourselves our brand new starting cornerback on our team. It is going to be the mystery player. I know that this was quite a while back, like I just said, not too long ago, but as you guys are going to see once we reveal who our mystery player is from last time out, you guys are going to see, yes, it is the man, Deion Sanders. Shout out to those of you guys who were able to guess this correctly. We are bringing Primetime himself to our team, man. Looking at those stats, 98 man coverage, 98 zone, 99 play recognition. This dude is going to be an absolute playmaker for our team, man. In case you guys wanted to know how I did get this guy on the team, back when the Blitz promo was going on, I was grinding the hell out of that promo, man, and I was able to go ahead and actually complete the set, get enough of those master collectibles to complete Deion's set, and we got him on our team that way. So there you guys have it, man. The defense is now officially complete. The cornerbacks are looking a lot better, especially with now Deion holding down that #1 spot, sitting at that 96 overall. And the team, man, I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm ready to go into the postseason. Now, the only thing that has changed from the last episode, if you guys do remember, I know it's been a while, but basically we were about to go into our wild card game. Our first game of the playoffs was going to be the wild card. However, I went ahead and played in that wild card game, and it was bad, man. It was miserable. I played against the God team. It was just, I'm just going to leave it at that, okay? It wasn't fun. I definitely lost, and I was like, I can't just go out like that. I can't go into the playoffs, my first time into the playoffs, and this be the result. So I was like, you know what? I got to do it all over again. I went ahead, played my head-to-head seasons by myself, and we actually did a little bit better because, as you guys can see, we went undefeated. We went 7-0, which means we got a first-round bye. So that means we are skipping the wild card game this time around, and we are going straight to the divisional round. So instead of being in the wild card, we are now in the divisional round, one step closer to making it to the Super Bowl.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
Now, I know our top three doesn't, necessarily look like our opponents, but it's coming along, man. We got Deion sitting there. We got our legend, Chuck Bednarik. We got 2 96s in the top three. I like the way our team looks. And, oh, my God, as we start things off with the kickoff, my opponent is in these horrid, ugly Steelers uniforms, and we just absolutely destroyed Antonio Brown on that kick return there. But first play out of the gate, once again, now it's Antonio Brown torching us 49 yards on the first play of this game. Okay, that's definitely not the way that we want to start out our playoffs, man. So 2nd and 10 as we come out now. My opponent's all the way down to the 20-yard line. We get Terrell Suggs in on the sack, okay? My boy T-Sizzle still making plays. Good thing we upgraded him.
Gotcha, bitch.
And on the following play, 3rd and 15... see, this is why I'm confident in my defense, man. I don't care how good my opponent's offenses are. My defense, they still make plays. They are still able to come up and make big-time plays like that. Cam Chancellor, our strong safety, comes up with a huge interception. And, even though my opponent goes down, throws a 49-yard pass to start things off, we get the turnover, and just like that, we're back out on offense. So on 2nd and 4, we're trying to get things going with Kamara. I'm not going to lie, I'm definitely a little bit rusty since I haven't been playing online Madden too much. I feel like I could have gotten a lot more yards out of that carry right there if I actually took the correct read there when it came to running the ball. But on 3rd and 2, Russell Wilson trying to throw to David Johnson. This is one of the biggest reasons why I'm just looking forward to start making some new players or bringing new players to my team, because Russell Wilson being an 88 overall at our quarterback, that should be a throw that can be made like that. He shouldn't have missed David Johnson on that route. But you know what? I decided to be gutsy. I went for it on 4th down. You guys saw it there. We converted with Delaney Walker for a lot more than a first down. We only needed 2 yards for that. And now on 2nd and 10, look at the man. Tyreek Hill. That speed is just too deadly. Wide receiver screen goes in for the touchdown. And that is a nice way to bounce back, man. We get the turnover on defense, and now we put up 7 points on offense. We were sitting 7-0 on this game. Start of the 2nd quarter for my opponent. So here on 4th and 4, pretty much blocking everybody on his line. He set 2 slant routes, and he is going to have Tyreek Hill wide open. Picks up the first down on that play. 2nd and 12 now. Michael Vick right down the middle of the field to his tight end. Cam Chancellor gets a big-time hit, but unfortunately he was able to hold on to that pass. On 2nd and 12 now, back to Tyreek Hill. Harrison Smith tackles him past the first down marker. That's one of the worst animations, man. I absolutely hate it. He gives him the free first down there. And on 3rd and goal, we actually make a stop. Okay, that's our legend, Chuck Bednarik. He comes up with the tackle there. It is now a 4th and goal. My opponent is going to be going for it, of course. He's on the 1. And unfortunately, my defense failed. You know what? We made a good goal line stop. We stopped them on 3 plays, but on 4th and goal, we couldn't do it, man. 1 play too short. He goes with the wide receiver wide receiver run. I forget what that's called. Wide receiver quick or something to Tyreek Hill, and he's able to go ahead and get the touchdown. So we do have a minute and 40 seconds left until halftime. So, you know, we have a little bit of time to see if we can actually put some points up on the board. Here we get Odell on the playmaker. A nice pass right back to our 93 primetime Odell all the way down to the 10-yard line. I'm not going to lie. If I waited just like a split second later to throw that pass, that might have been a touchdown instead of him getting that little animation like that where he stopped to catch it. But here with 4 seconds remaining, I threw it to the end zone to Tyreek Hill, just out of reach for him to be able to grab that. I mean, Tyreek Hill's only like, what, 5'9" or 10 or something like that. So that was a little out of range, but thankfully, we were still able to get ourselves a field goal. So, you know, I will take that. But as we come out here now in the second half of this game, 10-7 game we are sitting at right now, we're moving down the field. We get Kamar going for a first down, going right back to that wide receiver screen. It worked earlier, so let's try it once again. And, man, it picked up a lot of yards once again. This time it is Odell taking it all the way down to the 6-yard line on a 3rd and goal. Russell! You've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Look at the defense my opponent ran, man. A prevent defense? Like, on the 6-yard line? Like, who calls these types of plays, man? And Russell, we dove for the end zone. I don't know how that wasn't a touchdown. Why did he have to fumble it on the inch line? That could be game-changing, man. I mean, right there, that is 7 points that we should have had. And my opponent going for it on 4th down from his own, like, goal line, basically. And for some reason, as you guys just saw that play, I pressed triangle to go for the interception. He was able to get it over top of my head. He didn't put his hands up to go for the pick. And my opponent is just moving his way down the field. You guys can see we're already in the 4th quarter. This guy pretty much ran, like, level sales every single play. And I would have everything locked up. I would have the running back locked up. I would use my user and get the routes locked up. But then Michael Vick, he was just way too fast. He'd be able to scramble out of the pocket and just pick up a consistent like 5 yards every single play. And as you guys just saw there, Antonio Brown capped off that long drive with a touchdown, and my opponent now finds himself in the lead 14-10. So it is crunch time. We've got time, 3 timeouts, a minute and a half. We've got to go down, put up a touchdown to win this game and advance further in the playoffs. So here we end up throwing an interception on 2nd and inches. I don't know what I was doing, man. I mean, even on the previous play, you guys saw on the wide or the halfback screen, like, I was running into my own O-lineman. Like, I don't know what I was doing, but then again, like, he's going for it on 4th down here, and I knew where he was going to throw it to, but for some reason, I mean, you guys could see it. I had the triangle. It was above my user right there. Like, I pressed to go for the interception, but he didn't jump. I don't know why he didn't jump. I feel like I should have easily been able to grab that interception there. And to make things even worse, he's going to go ahead and just run up the scoreboard and get one last touchdown. And unfortunately, guys, our playoff run ends there. I tried, man. I got back to the playoffs after taking a loss, you know, when I tried recording beforehand. And once again, we got back to the playoffs. We skipped the wild card game, got to the divisional round, and I didn't play too good, man. We ended up getting the loss, and just like that, our playoff run has come to an end. So there you guys have it, man. There is our official season complete with this team. I mean, granted, if I took this team to the playoffs like a month or 2 ago, like, we probably would have stood a better chance, but I definitely waited too long. That's also on my part. Like, my team is definitely not capable of making it far on head-to-head seasons, only being a 90 overall team at this point. So, you know what, I'm not too mad that we lost in the playoffs. We definitely had some good success with this team, but I'm ready to go ahead, make this team better, and start bringing in some more higher overall players. So, hopefully all of you guys did enjoy, man. Trust me, some really good players are going to be coming to the team very soon, but I hope all of you guys enjoyed, man. If you did, be sure to put a thumbs up on the video, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will catch you all in the next one. Take it easy, guys. Peace out.